everybody, welcome back to G4G here on YouTube. I'm your host, Dave Don. Today's background soundtrack is brought to you by the Ex Machina movie soundtrack. I watched Ex Machina last night on Blu-ray, and by the way, fantastic movie. I have wanted to see that for some time, got it as a Christmas gift, and finally got around to watching it, and yeah. Absolutely excellent. And I liked the music too. The music was very soft, but at the same time kind of robotic and very technological, kind of what you would think of with like spaceship and space kind of music and everything. But so for today's video, I just wanted to go through and show you how I have been fighting Zzzax. This is only my second day fighting him, so I'm still refining the process. I have fought a bruiser version and tried the Union Jack rocket one on that. Didn't work out too well. He absolutely destroyed Union Jack very early on. And I mean, you kind of would understand that, Scrapper versus bruiser. But the tactician that, no, the blaster that I fought, which was my own, and I sent out to people, was extremely easy, and he actually missed most things. I should give Molly back the Elite ISO. Kurt has it from PvP. My agent is running the Scroll of Runa Marath to make sure the debuffs stick, the Rapier to add on attacks, the Dark Energy Blade, which does HAIF level work against this guy, works out phenomenally. The Grimoire of the Legion to set up flanked. I'm also running the Lantern of Doom to have the Mystic level effect. Now, since Molly is ready for the Tantrum on her next turn, I do want to go ahead and set up the flanked. So now we are protected from the bleeding because of the Mystic Shroud, so we're not going to suffer any repercussions from that. And for some reason, that ability does cause Molly to counter, even though he doesn't do anything to anybody. And there goes the Dark Energy Blade. That counts as a counter. So he must have done a, it looks like he did some kind of a buff removal over there. Now, Iron Fist, since we don't have to heal or really worry about buffs too much, the first thing he's going to do is do this for damage, and then it will leave him with a combo setup. Now that's key for Molly. Molly taunts. She's going to throw the van one time to set up the incapacitation for the stun exploit. And now if we look, he's still going to have combo setup. Wind-up punch will consume the combo setup, and then she will automatically reapply it with the drop kick. Now he has the combo setup again. This is one of my favorite patterns ever to do with Molly, is this reapplying combo setup to always ensure that the drop kick has something nice to exploit. The Rapier, of course, joins in, and that's why that's here. And as you can see, he got lockboxed quite a few moves ago. So he lockboxes at 69, he is now down to 60. Unfortunately, with the Iron Fist nerf to the debuff prevention and everything, Molly Hayes now does sleep properly, which is slightly unfortunate. So what we're going to do is we're going to apply the Smothering Shadow to get some more debuffs on him. And I'll go ahead and hit Alluring Light to give us that shield. So there goes the Dark Energy Blade doing work. I mean, not a massive amount of damage, but it does actually interrupt. And now we have the extra turn. So he should still be flanked from before. Possibly, maybe. No, he wasn't. But hey, you know, we got another hit in there. So now on Iron Fist turn, typically here I would just maybe try to go for a single target and dump that on Molly to get rid of the getting sleepy, but we've got some low stamina here, so I'm just going to do a big 9-6. Molly Hayes is, of course, stunned. She's asleep from her tantrum, which we didn't used to have to do when it came to the way HAIF used to be prior to the last PvP season, which is really unfortunate. It made working group bosses really easy, and it used to be that with proper patterning, we would get 2 Molly tantrums per boss. Now we only get 1 in a hit. So I'm going to leave the combo setup over here. Rapier gets a nice follow-up. Because it is a scrapper. Oh, we got a ghost. That would actually... That's pretty good. This would remove buffs if we needed it. So since Molly's ready for the tantrum, we may as well use the sealed safeguard because it's the only quick action I can do right now. The suit is on cooldown, and we will use the book. Now, the book will debuff me this time because, of course, we don't have the HAIF protection anymore. Molly gets zapped pretty harshly. And of course she's bleeding out. Unfortunately, she's got 3 stacks of the bleed out. So the Grimoire definitely hit her hard. But we have that. And here we go. Now this is where he escaped on me last time. I basically hit him with the van and he ran away. So let's see, yeah. So that sucks compared to what it used to be. I mean, it's a working combination, but it's not the high-powered combination that it used to be, unfortunately. And that really sucks. It used to be with HAIF's debuff immunity, he was preventing Molly from going to sleep. And what would happen is right after her tantrum, she had moves available to her. Now this one would be a definite kill because he's at 11%, but we're not going to see the things that we used to see, unfortunately. So for the tactician one, I do believe I will try a Fandral+Hogun on that. There's that dark energy blade doing tons of work. I really hope people manage to get that. I've been telling people all throughout last season, look, the hero is going to come up eventually. If you're struggling in PvP, don't worry about the A to finish. However, you definitely want to get Vibranium. You want to get the suit. You want to get the blade. You never know when you're going to see those again. And, I mean, right away, the Dark Energy Blade has proven to be useful in a group boss. I mean, that is something that is kind of crazy. So we put some pretty good damage on him here. We've got the follow-up on the Brawl, which actually was stupid, because that consumed the combo setup. I shouldn't have done that on my agent. The music is simple, but it's very peaceful. Like, I could fall asleep to this soundtrack, pretty much. So we've lockboxed him. Molly is bleeding out, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna die before Molly winds up in serious trouble. This should be the last hit right here. So I think I would continue to fight scrappers this way. My silver from the last few group bosses is in a really good place. I'm not too concerned with getting high amounts of silver. I'm just more concerned about getting the lockboxes. So, let's go ahead and fight a tactician, and let's change things up a little bit here. We will swap out Molly and HAIF, and we will go ahead and bring in Hogun and Fandral. So there's Hogun. By the way, Hogun with his personal EISO is just a beast. Absolute beast. Bet you Psylocke would have some fun with the blasters. That's something I'm going to look forward to. So I'm going to change my agent over to the newest suit. If the game lets me. There it is. I don't have any ISOs in it yet. For the Grimoire, we don't need that. So the Tankard would be really good there because it gives us an extra cleanse. And it allows my agent to initiate the cleanses if need be. Alright, let's get rid of you. Let's type in. Alright, so the Tankard and the Scroll of Ruta+cosmic we probably want to keep. The Relentless Rapier we still probably want to keep, but let's see if we can get Gamma. This way we can take advantage of the overexposure. What is going to be good for Gamma? Oh, what's going to be good for you? Yeah, I've got the Gamma Knuckles, which does do staggered, but I have the Scroll of Ruta+cosmic for that. I wonder if I could use the Gamma one from the mission. Alright, we'll use that. So the first, okay. Let's give this a try. I've heard some good things about the Warriors 3 against him, and you know what? I mean, this is a tried and true group for me before. I have used Hogun and Fandral quite often, mostly against tacticians, but also against blasters. Alright, so here in turn 1, we will drop the Scroll of Ruta+cosmic on him, which will be a quick action, and I'll hit him with the Gamma Radiation Emitter. Which actually, the Dark Energy Blade is energy, so yeah, that might work out. Hogun will activate combat reflexes ahead of his actual attack. This way he gains the bonus damage. let's just drop the Flinting Circus on him. Now if we start taking some debuffs over here, which apparently we are, my agent can initiate the tankard to clean us up. Yeah, that Dark Energy Blade's doing a lot of work. So now, unfortunately, those are not quick actions because we are not in Snappy Tactical. But this will cause everybody to drink, and this will be a really nice cleanse, and we get stamina and health back. We could go ahead and hit the Alluring Light. So Hogun's starting to run a little low on stamina, but he's still doing pretty good. And he's done a lot of work over here. Let's see if we can't get that D-power going on again. Ooh, got a mind control on that one. Which counted as an interrupt. Yeah, Fandral is not doing his job. Not really too sure what's going on over there, but for some reason Fandral is not attempting to step in and hit the D-power. Is he stealthy or something? Attacks become hybrid psychic. That's why. So basically he's walking past Fandral because of the fact that his attacks are considered psychic. But, alright, so that was some pretty good damage there. Let's take a look at the silver count, 108, not too bad. Let's take a look at this blaster. We'll use the same team on the blaster. And what I'll do is I will just change my agent gear over to being tactician. And that's the only change that we'll make. So of course we drop the overexposure when we do this, but at least we regain Snappy Tactical, which means the lantern can be used a bit more. So there goes Feed Me, which didn't do anything, so that's not a debuff remover there. This guy's only got 2%. So we're not really going to get a good look at him, but we should see some stacks on him already. Yeah, so he's already got 2 stacks of radiation exposure. That's because this interrupt is counting as energy, which is really nice. And then that follow-up, so he should be at least at 4 stacks of radiation at this point. Now he should be at 5. So I'm going to guess he's at 5 at this point. He's at 4. So Fandral's going to get an extra turn. Maze will drop full stacks of bleeds on him. And this is probably where it's going to be over. So there you go, guys. There are 2 different teams that I'm using against Zzzax right now. My classic standby of HAIF and Molly, which, I mean, they're going to do okay. They're going to get me my boxes. They're going to get some silver. I really don't expect the big numbers from them anymore, thanks to the lack of debuff immunity. For the tactician, we've seen so far Hogun and Fandral. They're working out pretty well. Now the bruiser is the one that seems to be giving people some issues. So let's see what we can do about that. We definitely don't want to bring Hogun to something like this. So what counters the Cosmic Cardinal might be good for this, because that would be energy. Let's try one thing with the bruiser over here. What I'll do is I will bring take out the elixir, bring in the cosmic cardinal, and I will go with rocket. But instead of putting him with Union Jack, I'll bring in Spider-Man Noir. Okay. Let's see how this works. Rocket is geared for this. Spider-Man Noir is not necessarily ready for this. Rocket's got a few of the ISOs to make this work. Spider-Man Noir is not too sure what state he's in right now. Alright, so we're going to go with the single target because that will follow up thanks to the hair trigger ISO. Doing some work here, nothing joined in for my agent, unfortunately. So we'll pop him with the Scroll of Runemeroth, and then we'll pop him with this, which should be helped by Rocket. Rocket should be able to take some pretty good advantage of that. The Dark Energy Blade might be exactly what you need to do against the Bruiser version. I've heard he's a big fat dick, and this may help stop some of that. So the Dark Energy Blade's doing some work over here. There goes Rocket because of the follow-up. Alright, so this team seems to be working pretty well so far. No debuffs to clear. Now, this would definitely be another case for hair trigger, because you could definitely initiate follow-ups off of packing heat. But at least we get a Cosmic Cardinal proc, which is good. It initiates Rocket, which initiates Spider-Man Noir. Alright, so let's see his radiation. He's got the gamma exposure, and he's at 4 stacks of radiation. Let's hit him with the pyrophoric. I could have gone with his level 2, but I wanted him to have the pyrophoric over there. So now at this point, I'll go ahead and hit him with Smothering Shadow just to have some more dots on him. Here goes. Yeah, that Dark Energy Blade is doing a lot of work, so I definitely hope you people got that. I really do. I tried so hard during the last season to tell people, get the blade. If you're struggling in PvP, get the blade, get the suit. Specifically, get the blade. And yeah, definitely in a make or break category, that thing is definitely making it over here. So now we've got a flanked, which is good. Rocket wouldn't really care too much about flanked since he has a built-in follow-up anyway. But it gives my agent something to do now on single target. This is working out nice. This is working out real nice over here. And it gets rid of the whole Union Jack scrapper problem here with the Bruiser version. This music sounds like it spells doom for Zzzax. No need for heals, so we'll just go right to the Dark Energy Blade. There's the follow-up because of the flanked. Yeah, that's the problem with the bruiser version. We knew that was, he had that in him, and that's, I've seen him do that before. That's, and we got the D-Tech. So, as one of my YouTube viewers had pointed out, the Visionary E-ISO, which was Vision's E-ISO back during the Age of Ultron ones, where you had like the Black Widow one, the Hawkeye one, the Vision one would prevent your agent from getting the tech lockout. Yeah, this is where he... Oh, this is where he has problems. Let's see if Spider-Man Noir can take him out on this. Oh, maybe he'll die to dots. Maybe he'll die to dots or something. Something. Oh, God, that's so bad. That bruiser version, what a fucking dick he is. He gets in one solid attack and it's all over. Alright folks, so there we go. There are some different teams. We've seen pretty much just about everything other than the Infiltrator version, which might be good for Union Jack and Rocket. Maybe bring Rocket in as the generalist and give morale boost. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you took a look at the teams that I'm running. Next time I try the Blaster, I'm probably going to see if I can work Psylocke in there. And also maybe try a Fixer Enchantress group with like the Golden Copus or something like that. So, take care everybody. Have a good one.